Audio Jungle.
And so my sense, at least, if there were some place to begin, that some place.
Let me tell you one big history in struggling for freedom from a colonizer strategies. Ethiopia is the mother of African independence, as we all know.
We are in a place, the Somali people are in a place where nobody has been in the last 300, 400, 500 years. A state collapses, the nation disintegrates, and then there are enemies from everywhere who are trying to make sure that it never comes back. So that's one task. The other task is the destruction of that common identity. If you go to a part of the country, kids are not learning about their history, whatever it was, whether it was cruel history or good history or both. They are not learning that. And so my sense, at least, if there were some place to begin.
Now the issue which is raised by this man, Somalian man, he said, our children are not learning their own cultures and their own history, he said. This is a fact. Just most of the African country are like this one, like Somalian peoples. But we are hearing from this man is truth always. But most of our continent nations are under such ideas and course. Just we are not learning our issue, our core values, our own histories, but we are learning the fashion of Western. Just what we have here from this man of Somalia is truth always. Just in order to resist and prevent such kinds of heavy strategies which declines our history, we can struggle with each other and become united strongly forward and striving forward and resisting such issues. This is our not only for Somalia, but it is also for all Africans. Just he mentioned that Somalia were at the place where not everybody is found today. There are destruction of country, he said. There is a collapse of status. He mentioned a lot of problems which is happening today in Somalia. But if we work with each other and we can support each other with neighboring countries like Ethiopia, Eritrea, Sudan, and Djibouti and Somalia, we can do everything. Our child futures may be bright if we have do with each other. Supporting each other may make us and preventing from such issues that happens in Somalia today, which we have heard now from this man. If you hear deeply what he has talking now, what he has talking now is very shame. So, as our Prime Minister, His Excellency Abiy Ahmed say on African Union Summit, we support each other. We can strongly express and raise our issue to hold the position which belongs for us. So Abiy Ahmed says we are struggling for the permanent member of United Nations Security Council, but most of the Western country which holds the powerful determines our continent's issues without our presence. So we have to do on this issue with each other, not alone, but we have to do on such issue with each other. If we do with each other, we can't come up with any ladder. We can catch every position which belongs us if you do with each other by supporting each other and strongly raising our issue, supporting each other, as our Prime Minister Meles Zenawi says. Most of the African countries say the African Union can departed from Ethiopia, they are struggling. But our former Prime Minister Meles Zenawi says, which country is best for hosting such like organization rather than Ethiopia? He asked all nations fairly and strongly in African Union Summit last. Therefore, this issue is not well understandable from all African in equal levels. Try to do with each other and communicate with each other, support each other. This Somalian man says, 1.5 billion Muslim peoples are tied with each other. This is not issue. This is not issue. We Black Africans are an African. We cannot tie such issue with religions. Religions belongs to everything, but we doesn't matter such religion-related issues. Rather than everybody can follow what he wants and how we try to do with each other.
That someplace has to be the faith that most Somali people share, and that's Islam, for instance. Islam not as political, Islam as a common base out of which civic identity can grow out of. Mm-hmm. We share the Islamic faith with all Muslims, 1.5 billion people. So we cannot be citizens of that. I mean, in the contemporary world, Yusuf cannot just go to Saudi Arabia and say, I'm a Muslim, I'm coming to the Hajj, I don't need a passport. Hell no, that won't happen. The Saudis won't allow you to do that. And so but we can begin something that overlaps Somali and cultural identity.